Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Drew's storyline on General Hospital is about to take a fascinating turn, and it's one that ties directly into the Quartermaine legacy, Monica's shocking will, and the possibility of Drew buying the mansion from Ronnie. Fans have been buzzing ever since whispers began that Monica's health may not be as strong as she lets on, and that her estate planning could leave the Quartermaine family and their allies scrambling. This isn't just another small shakeup in the soap's fabric. It could completely alter the Quartermaine dynamic and set Drew up as the next power player in Port Charles, cementing his role as a central figure, while also stirring up all sorts of tension and rivalry. For months now, viewers have been questioning whether Drew is truly ready to carry the Quartermaine torch. Since returning to Port Charles, he's been more cautious, more reflective, and often caught between his own past and the future he wants to create. Monica, always a stabilizing force in the family, has been quietly thinking about what comes next. Spoilers suggest that Monica's will may contain provisions no one saw coming, provisions that could shock even the most seasoned members of the clan. And one of those provisions may tie directly to Drew's potential claim on the Quartermaine mansion, a property that symbolizes more than just wealth and privilege. It represents the heart of the Quartermaine identity. The mansion has always been a battleground. Over the decades, we've seen countless disputes over who deserves to live there, who holds the power, and who actually belongs. The Quartermaines have fought bitterly with outsiders, and even among themselves, over that space. But now, with Ronnie somehow in the mix, fans are scratching their heads. How did Ronnie end up with leverage over the mansion, and why would Drew be the one positioned to buy it back? The answer seems to be connected to Monica's will. If Monica left unexpected instructions, or if her estate faced debts, legal loopholes, or manipulations, then Ronnie might have gotten temporary control. That sets the stage for Drew to step in, not just as a buyer, but as a savior of the family legacy. Imagine Drew walking into the Quartermaine mansion, not as a visitor, not as an outsider, but as the man who took charge, put his money down, and reclaimed what the Quartermaines nearly lost. This is a turning point. It's not just about business or real estate, it's about Drew redefining his place in the family. Monica's shocking will may have been her way of pushing Drew toward responsibility, forcing him to make choices that prove his loyalty to the Quartermaine name. By buying the mansion from Ronnie, Drew not only secures the property, he secures his future. Of course, this doesn't come without conflict. Think about how Michael will react. Michael has long been groomed as the Quartermaine heir, the one who balances ELQ with his Corinthos ties, the one who often gets his way. But if Drew suddenly holds the deed to the mansion, Michael could feel displaced. The family has always seen Michael as a blend of Quartermaine intelligence and Corinthos ruthlessness. But Drew taking this step might undercut Michael's sense of authority. Viewers can already anticipate tense dinners, side-eye glances, and heated arguments about who really deserves to sit at the head of the Quartermaine table. Then there's Ned. Ned has always been fiercely protective of ELQ, of the Quartermaine image, and of the family's place in Port Charles. He might appreciate Drew's initiative, but at the same time, Ned is a traditionalist. He could feel that Drew is stepping into a role that was never meant for him. Monica's will shocker may have bypassed Ned's expectations entirely, leaving him with a bruised ego. And when Ned feels slighted, you know he doesn't stay quiet. This could spark a Quartermaine civil war where Drew is simultaneously praised and resented. Let's not forget Brooklyn. She's been through so much lately with her career, her love life, and her loyalties. Brooklyn may find herself caught in the middle. On one hand, she could champion Drew, seeing him as someone who's earned his place in the family by actions, not just by blood. On the other, she may feel conflicted if Ned and Michael start pushing back. Brooklyn's voice carries weight, and her stance could tip the balance when arguments erupt over the mansion and what it represents. And where does Tracy fit into all this? Tracy Quartermaine has always been sharp-tongued, calculating, and unafraid to bend the rules to her advantage. If Drew is stepping up as the new guardian of the mansion, Tracy may test him, challenge him, and even undermine him. After all, Tracy has never been one to hand over control gracefully. She might stir up doubts, question Drew's motives, and even align with Michael or Ned if it means keeping her own influence intact. This mansion storyline could reignite old feuds and create alliances nobody expected. Now, let's turn back to Monica herself. If Monica's will really contains shocking instructions, what exactly could they be? Did she bypass certain heirs? Did she leave Drew more authority than anyone realized? Did she insert conditions that forced Drew to step up in order to claim what's his? Soap fans know that wills are rarely straightforward on General Hospital. There are always twists, hidden clauses, and legal maneuvers that drag the drama out for weeks. The will could include revelations about Monica's trust in Drew, or even her doubts about others in the family. That alone would shake the Quartermaine foundation. But what about Ronnie? His involvement raises so many questions. Why would Monica's estate, or the Quartermaine holdings, ever fall into Ronnie's orbit? Is this a temporary transfer, a loophole, or even the result of foul play? Fans can't rule out the possibility that Ronnie manipulated the situation, seizing control of the mansion through back channels. If that's the case, then Drew buying it back is not just a business deal, it's a battle. He would be standing up to an interloper, proving he has the strength to defend the family. That kind of storyline gives Drew a much-needed edge. It makes him a fighter, not just a thinker. This move could also open new romantic possibilities. Imagine Drew asserting himself in this way. Strong, decisive, taking control. That could shift the way others in Port Charles see him. He wouldn't just be the man trying to find his footing. He'd be the man who reclaimed the Quartermaine home, the man who Monica believed in, the man who carried the weight of the family on his shoulders. That aura of power and responsibility could attract new alliances, new rivalries, and maybe even new love interests. Noting how Sonny might react to all this. Sonny has always had a complicated relationship with the Quartermaines, often butting heads with them while also keeping ties through Michael. If Drew gains a stronger foothold, Sonny might see him as a stabilizing force that benefits Michael, or as a threat that shifts Michael's loyalty further toward the Quartermaine side. This could ripple into Sonny's business world, complicating alliances and drawing new battle lines. And what about Carly? Carly has always had opinions on who should be in charge of what, especially when it comes to family and power. If Drew takes over the mansion, Carly may find herself pulled into the conflict. She may support Drew out of loyalty, or she may push him to think about how this move impacts her world, Michael's world, and Sonny's empire. Carly's voice carries enormous weight, and her reaction could add fuel to the fire. Fans should prepare for weeks of intrigue, with every Quartermaine gathering becoming a showdown, every conversation a negotiation, and every secret a potential weapon. The mansion will become more than just a house. It'll become the stage for all these rivalries and shifting loyalties. And at the center of it all will be Drew, the man who wasn't always seen as a true Quartermaine, but who may soon prove he's the one holding everything together. Spoilers hint that this storyline won't resolve quickly. Monica's will shock her is just the opening salvo. The aftermath, Drew's decision, the family's reactions, Ronnie's role, and the battles over power will stretch out, giving viewers plenty of reasons to tune in day after day. It's classic soap storytelling. Family, money, betrayal, redemption, and the fight for identity. In the end, Drew buying the Quartermaine mansion from Ronnie after Monica's will shock her is more than just a plot twist. It's the kind of storyline that redefines characters, repositions power, and keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Will Drew rise to the occasion? Will Michael, Ned, Tracy, and the rest of the family accept him as the new protector of the Quartermaine legacy? Or will this move ignite a battle that tears the family apart? General Hospital is setting the stage for something huge, and the fallout will keep Port Charles buzzing for a long time to come. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.